Hello everybody, Frankly FM84 here. Thank you for coming back and joining me on another video right here on the YouTube channel. Right then, if you've been on the channel for the past couple of days, you would have seen that we have started a brand new rebuild challenge. We are out in Austria managing a Red Bull Salzburg. In the first episode, we showed you the club. In yesterday's episode, we showed you the players that we went out and bought to try and help the club progress forwards. In today's episode, we have jumped forwards to the 2nd of June 2022, and that means that the first season is complete, and we're going to check in with the progress of the club across the first season. So let's not waste any time in this one. There is a bit of a spoiler on the screen, but let's jump into the competitions tab and show you what has happened across the first season. We have won the Admiral Bundesliga at the first time of asking. You can see we finished with 45 points in the Championship group stage. We will break that down in just a little bit. Going across though, Champions League, you might have seen yesterday we got knocked out in the group stage, which meant that we got pushed across to the Europa League. And in the Europa League, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals by Napoli. So progress to be made there. And then in the OFB Cup, we were knocked out in the second round, which really didn't go down well with the board. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump through the finances, the club vision, and then we're going to go into the schedule before we come back and have a look at the competitions, break them down in a little bit more depth and go from there. So let's start off with the finances. What are we working with for next season? We have the overall balance of the club at £40.3 million. In terms of transfer budget, that leaves us with £12.6 million to go and spend. The wage budget is 349,000. We're spending 308,000, so well within that wage budget. If we go to the club vision then, so this was a bit of a minefield at the start of the save. You can see that we have started to work our way through some of them, and some of them we hit, some of them we haven't. But develop players using the club's youth system, the reserving judgment. We are trying to do that. We are developing players using Lifering and then promoting them into the first team. Sign high reputation players. Disappointed. As I said, we didn't sign a single one because in yesterday's episode we wanted to go with youth. We wanted to try and get some of the best talent from the biggest teams in Europe and maybe try and find out which ones are going to work for us. It meant that we didn't sign any players of any note or anybody with any reputation, so they're disappointed about that. That is understandable. Signed Ghanaian players, we signed one, and it meant they were very pleased with what we did. Signed Malian players, though, we signed none, and that means they are disappointed with what we did. They want to play high tempo pressing football, possession football, and entertaining football. And they did not want me to sign any players over the age of 28, and that is exactly what I did. So going forwards then, 5-year plan ongoing, work within the wage budget on course. We have done that pretty well. The club is running well financially. Sign young players to develop for a profit. We have done that too. As I said, we've been round all of the top teams in Europe, picked up what talent that I think we can develop and potentially move on. If not, keep and use within the first team. And the minimum 2-year contracts now for first team players. That is pretty standard. If we're going down the youth path, you don't want to be signing a youth player at 21 to a 1-year deal so he can just move on and spend the rest or the best years of his career at another club. So we're tying them down on long-term deals. In terms of going forwards then, for the end of the next season, they want us to win the Bundesliga and retain our title. That is fine. They want us to reach the group stage at a minimum in the Champions League. That too is fine. Going forwards, win a domestic cup and continue to challenge for the Bundesliga. So we are doing all of the things that they want, and I think we can continue to do that and make the club's vision work going forwards. In terms of our job security at the moment, it is secure, and we got a B- for manager performance. Lots of pleasing Sturm Graz results, 5-0 and 4-1, and then the 5-0 against Austria Vienna was pleasing. However, they were upset about losing or drawing 1-1 with LASK, and very disappointed about losing to LASK. So yeah, a bit strange, but hey ho. Right then, so the schedule. So yesterday we had gone to the point where we played Liefering in a friendly. We then had another friendly against Copenhagen, but we played Austria at Klagenfurt, beat them 3-0 in the Bundesliga, beat Fenerbahce 3-0 in the Europa League first knockout round, first leg. We then lost to LASK. Just as I was saying, we could go the whole season without losing. No, we couldn't. We lost in the league for the first time. We then beat Fenerbahce 2-1 in the away leg of that Europa League first knockout round second leg. We beat Eltach 3-1 in the league. And then going into March, we played against Tyrol, beat them 1-0 in the league. Beat Lazio 2-1 in the home leg of the Europa League second knockout round first leg. Goals from Adeyemi and Koita after 90+2, and they got a goal from Giovanni Cabral after 90+6. We then drew 0-0 with them in the return leg and progressed through there. We then lost 2-1 to SV Ried in the Admiral Bundesliga Championship group. We didn't play well at all in that game. We then lost 3-1 to Napoli in the Europa League quarter-final first leg. We had a 3-3 draw with Austria Vienna. We then had a 3-3 draw against Napoli, and then we lost 4-3 to LASK. So some crazy results coming our way in a row, and we rounded that off in April with a 5-0 victory against Sturm Graz. We then we drew with LASK 1-1 before beating Sturm Graz 4-1. Beat SV Ried 5-2 before a 1-0 loss to Austria Vienna, a 0-0 draw with Rapid Vienna, and a 5-0 victory to round the season out against Austria Vienna. So, as I said, that then left the competition looking like this. It meant that in terms of the championship group, we won the league. We had 45 points, a goal difference of 70. Ended up playing 32, winning 24, drawing 4, losing 4, goal difference of 70 and 45 points. So, absolutely fantastic first season in charge. We look at some player stats then. Most goals, Karim Adeyemi finishing the top scorer in the league with 23 goals. Benjamin Šeško there with 14. Good start for him. Max Woba on the board with 10. Most assists goes to Januzovic. He got 17. Adeyemi got 9. Okafor got 8. And Christiansen got 6. Most shots, Marlon Mustafa. He had 107 shots. But Karim Adeyemi on 87 and Benjamin Šeško on 87 are on the board for us. Most player of the match awards, Karim Adeyemi, he has got 6, and that is our only representation. Januzovic is top of the leaderboard for most key passes with 147. Adeyemi is on there with 78. Most tackles won, we have Bernardo with 76. Most dribbles made, we have Karim Adeyemi with 71. Most clean sheets went to Alexander Schlager. He got 17 clean sheets. And fewest conceded went to Philip Cohn, who made 18 appearances and conceded 13 goals. Some of the other stats then. Expected goals per 90 minutes, Šeško with 0.59. Yellow cards, Bernardo with 13 in one season. Shots per 90 minutes, Benjamin Šeško getting 3.91 shots. Expected goals, Adeyemi 13.86 and Benjamin Šeško 13.01. Woba 5 out of 5 from penalties. Team goals, Adeyemi and Šeško 97 and 94. Goals per 90 minutes 0.82 for Adeyemi and 0.63 for Šeško. And in games won, Adeyemi 24, Šeško 23. So all in all, a fantastic first season, and we have won the Admiral Bundesliga. Champions League we're going to skip over because we lost. The Europa League, as I said, if we look at our path out, so we were in the first knockout round, we went through against Fenerbahce. We then went through the second knockout round where we beat Lazio 2-1 on aggregate before coming unstuck as we played in the quarterfinals against Napoli, losing 6-4 on aggregate. OFB Cup, nothing really to tell there. As you can see, we got knocked out in the second round, so nothing happening there. Annoyed the board with that one too. Finally then, let's look at the squad and the assistant report. Let's see what we are needing to do for Season 2. So Mantle in goal, we need a goalkeeper. Bernardo at left back. Onguini, and Solé are now the back two with Christiansen on the right. Seawold, Capaldo and Januzovic in the middle. Okafor, Adeyemi and Šeško up top. So in terms of wide players, we're sound. In terms of Šeško, we are more than sound. Capaldo is fine in the middle with Seawold. Januzovic, even though we got all those assists, I'm not too sure, not too sold about him. I also can't really say his name too often, so might move him on. Bernardo's fine. Defenders look okay. I think we might replace Onguini, however we say that. And then Mantle, as I said, we definitely need a goalkeeper. So, a successful first season in Austria sees us win the Bundesliga. It did see us get knocked out of the Champions League and the Europa League, and next season, hopefully, we're going to strengthen the squad and go on a bit of run in a European competition, whether it be the Champions League until this phase again and then the Europa League, or whether it's just the Champions League. We want to be putting together a run that will establish Austrian football back in Europe's elite. So for this one then, I am going to wrap it up. In tomorrow's episode, we are going to jump forwards to the 3rd or 4th of September, which will mean that the summer transfer window will be shut. We will have conducted our business by then, both players that have gone out and the players that have come in, and how we are going to mould season 2. So you don't want to miss that. And the easiest way not to miss any more episodes is to hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss another episode from any of these series. Firstly, though, before I go, if you're still here and you're still listening, a big thank you. I really do appreciate everybody who takes their time to stick around, watch the videos. I really do appreciate it. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Go check out another video on the channel. There is a bit of something for everybody. And I will see you on another episode of the Red Bull Salzburg Challenge.